This year in America, 17 million people will go to a professional football game. 19 million people will play fantasy football. That accounts for a $6.5 billion loss in the workplace. You should be playing fantasy football like your friends. I'm here to show you how. I know what you're thinking. Why should you listen to me? I'm just some random guy on your computer screen. Fact of the matter is I'm not. I'm the great smash at yahoo.com. Last year alone, I was in 6 fantasy football leagues. I won all 8. I've been playing fantasy football for 14 years. I've never lost a league. I've only tied once. I knew I was a natural in my first ever fantasy football draft. I remember it like it was yesterday. Barry Sanders had just retired. I convinced the young man next to me in the first round to take Gary Anderson, kicker, Minnesota Vikings. You don't take a kicker in the first round. You will always lose if you do that. If you continue watching, you'll learn more stats and fun facts like that. And you too will win all 8 of your 6 fantasy football leagues this year. Rule number 1 to winning your fantasy football league. Know your league's settings. Is it a PPR league? Does it have a flex position? What's a flex position? How many points do you get for a rushing touchdown? How many points do you get for a throwing touchdown? You have to know your league settings to draft a successful team. If you don't know your league settings, it's like entering a goatee contest with Chuck Norris when you know you have alopecia areata. You'll lose every time. Rule number 1 of winning fantasy football: know your league settings. How many points do you get for a touchdown? How many points do you get for a quarterback throwing a touchdown? How many people are on your roster? How many people are on your roster at each position? These things are critically important to winning your league. Do it. Rule number 2. Do whatever it takes to screw with your opponents before and during the draft. Did Tommy gain a little weight? Talk to him about it. Did Tommy's wife gain a little weight? Talk to everyone about it. Did you sleep with the commissioner's sister last week? Who cares? Tell him you did. Do whatever it takes to get inside the heads of your opponents. They falter, you win. Game over. It's worth it. Rule number 3. Strategy. Devise a plan and stick to it. And I mean that. Prioritize position, prioritize players, tier out players. Know you want to get someone from every tier. Decide how much money you're going to spend on a position. Decide how much you want to spend on the entire starting squad. This must happen in order to be successful in your league. Put in due diligence and do some studying. It's fun. Read it while you're at work. That's where the loss comes in. Read this stuff while you're at work. Know the players you want. Then devise a plan. Stick to that plan on draft day. Now you've got the start. You've got the first 3 rules of how to win your fantasy football league. But trust me, that's only the beginning. You've got to stick with it, and you've got to stick with me. Follow me throughout the year at ChrisParke1 at Twitter, thegreatsmash at yahoo.com. I'll feed you with information all year long that you'll be able to digest and shit all over your opponents and win your league. Trust me, you've got to stick with me. Comment on my page, comment on my Twitter, and I'll get back to you. If I like it, we'll talk. If I don't, I'll talk to you and you won't like it. I've got to get to 4 drafts right now, so I'll see you later. Follow me next time. Bye.